this the best resort steakhouse?
Princess Bear here today. We're here at Disney's Contemporary Resort because it's contemporary and there are things for us to investigate foodie-wise. So it's your number one choice in foodie infotainment. Remember, she's vegan. I'm not. Let's go steak the house.
It's time to foodie and chill. So we have the modified chopped salad. We've had the modified box iceberg salad before. This one has cranberries, so it's making me feel a little festive, even though I'm not a big dried fruit person. Let's try it. That salad got up, put on a 3-piece soup. It is very dressed, super dressed. A little too dressed up for me, but if you like extra wet salad, you will enjoy this. I like the flavor of the balsamic. It's got like a nice like tang to it. And there's like some sunflower seeds that's giving some flavor. The cranberries don't really do a lot, and that's okay. Neither does the tomato. There's not a lot of carrot in here, I would imagine. I would have expected a little bit more carrot. Also fine. It's just a lot of dressing. So for that, I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5 salads. It medium tosses my salad. I don't think I would tell people about this salad. I might end up doing the walk of shame.
This beautiful looking bed of greens and other colors is a Steakhouse 71 chopped salad modified to remove the goat cheese and the croutons because obviously neither of those is vegan. Cranberries, feels festive, feels right for the occasion. I'm just gonna dive right in. You got some carrots in here. I'm gonna seal a tomato. There's some cucumbers in here. It does look very wet. Don't get me wrong. I like the dressing. I'm really tired of the cranberries. However, I don't mean this in the most... No, I don't. This is wetter than your grandmother's couches before the plastic covers, okay? That is a very, very wet salad. Turn that back in time, and it would be like amazing. But it being so wet detracts from the rest of the flavors because all I get is dressing and cranberry. It's a shame for the rest of the salad. I would give it 2.5 out of 5 claws. So these delicate, not at all sexual looking pieces of bread are the salted potato brioche bread with a tomato jam here. You even have a little sauce here on the side, a little butter. It's got 71 in it. We're Steakhouse 71 because they are that extra. And we like a restaurant that does extra. So, I was not expecting this to be such a massive portion. This deserves to be shared. But we're going to break off a little bit of this salted portion. They come apart really easily. You don't even have to try. And I'm going to spread a little bit of this tomato jam on here, as one does, and then I'm going to jam it down my throat. It's a very light brioche. As you can taste like the potato roll nature of it. It goes very well with the jam. I thought the salt would be too much, but it's just enough. It sort of pops in the mouth. This is an appetizer. I feel my appetite has been raised. Mission accomplished. 4 out of 5. This little beautiful plating here is very Florida, very Steakhouse 71. This menu, this whole menu, is themed after things you would get here naturally in Florida, themed after when Disney World opened and Walt's favorites. But these are jumbo lump crab cakes. You can also get these at the Steakhouse 71 Lounge. It's still one of our favorite lounges on property. You have this nice Rémoulade back here, this corn salsa, and some nice, thick, very lumpy crab cakes. Very ocean forward, very thick. You get crab cakes that sometimes feel like they're made up of more things than crab. So you only get like a little bit crab and too much of like basically everything else. These, at least 70-75% crab, and then you have the fixins. It gives a very punchy, very full flavor. Like consistency of the Rémoulade, perfect. The amount of salsa you get, perfect. These are a 5 out of 5 claws. If you want something to order at the lounge, I do always recommend these.
The Vegetable Wellington has been on the menu for a while. However, the way it's rolled now is a little bit different. The mushrooms are kind of like part of the pastry and not in the Wellington. The Wellington is just mostly artichoke. I'm not mad at that. I'm excited to try it. It's basically the same, but it's slightly different. Makes it for a flatter little pastry action.
Slow down.
Let me get some pearl onion here, and let's go. Let's see what it's like. Cheers. The puff pastry is beautiful. It's still got like a nice creamy consistency to it. The artichoke has just got a little bit of sweetness to it. I'm not a mushroom person, but I actually don't hate this mushroom now that there aren't pieces of it in there. It's just like that normal little mushroom piece that you would put on like a meat Wellington. I like this a lot. Is it better than a Grape Wellington? Absolutely not. And if you want to do a local day outside of Disney, you gotta Uber or have a car because it's too far. But highly recommend going to Grape Steakhouse. That is literally the best place for vegan food in Orlando if you want to go to a steakhouse. If you're at Disney, it's here. So this Wellington is like number 2 compared to Grace, which says a lot. Makes it number 1 at Disney World. I would give it a 4.75 out of 5 Wellingtons. It is the stuff of dreams.
The vegetable Wellington. This continues to be one of the most unique vegan options on property. There are things as a vegan that are just out of reach. Ribs, we're still waiting on. Seafood, I think, is almost there. Wellington, that's a whole nother level of foodie deliciousness that wasn't reached until we first tried this thing. Nice fluffy puff pastry, the innards, the sauce, the presentation, immaculate. Even just the way that it achieves the meaty texture with the combination of vegetables inside the puff pastry is like that level of foodie art that we aspire to. It being stronger artichoke now does give it a more tart taste and less savory than before, and it was more mushroom. But I don't think the change in taste has detracted from the overall dish. You still get the mushroom flavor, it's just not as present as it was. It's like the original version was more mushroom forward. This is more artichoke forward. So like your mileage may vary. You're still going to leave full. But this is still literally one of the most unique vegan options on property. To me, it's still a 5 out of 5 clause. Vegan, if you've never had a Wellington before, you're only going to find it here. And Grace Chop House. So I decided to put the Steakhouse term to the test and got the 14-ounce bone-in pork rib chop. I have never gotten a steak here at Steakhouse 71, even with Steakhouse in the name, because their fish, chicken, and all their other dishes are so well that why would I order anything else? But it's time to put my, reputation where my mouth is, I suppose. Now you do get these cuts here at Steakhouse with the sauce. I decided to go sand sauce because the pork chop already comes with the sauce. It comes with a mustard buttered sauce on top, and then I got a side of the red wine mushrooms. But we're gonna dive into the pork chop first. They give me a nice sharp knife. I did get it chef's choice, which is medium. It's definitely looking medium. No complaints there. Get a little bit of that mustard butter. That is deliciously tender, packed full of flavor. Server came by like mid-bite, just to make sure that I did love it. They're always good on checking on you here. And apparently they sous vide these for 24 hours after. They brine it for 24 hours, then sous vide it, then grill it to like lock in all that flavor. You're getting the marinade, the sous vide, you get it cooked all the way through, and then the grill for the smoke and the texture. It tastes like it. It's literally like I think My Pillow, but more socially acceptable and neat and well, like so opposite of My Pillow, but nice. The mustard butter, great. I love that. I give that 4.75 out of 5 claws. As far as pork chops I've had on property, top tier. I really just can't seem to escape the mushrooms lately. And when I say escape, I mean I dive head first into the mushrooms. I just went on a mushroom kick lately, and I don't show any signs of stopping. This is the braised, red wine braised mushroom that you get as a side. You get these separately. You get one side with your butcher cut, or you can order more for I think it's $7 if you want like an additional side. There's some big dirt rooms. I can actually taste the red wine. Braised, tender, fall apart in your mouth. That is a tasty mushroom. I feel like a Mario brother. 4 out of 5 plus. If I'm thinking about the hall of mushrooms, thinking about like the Cillier mushrooms versus Steakhouse 71, these are a bigger, more tender mushroom, where I feel like the Cillier mushrooms are slightly more flavorful, but in a different way. I don't know if I'd pick one over the other. Different strokes for different folks. But they would battle it out. It would be epic. But the Disney version.
This is my go-to drink every time I come here. It's a fishbowl. It is a 1971 Sunset. It is mostly tequila and pop juice. And I'm here for it. Just don't get the foam.
Just so you know, that is our vegan option on the dessert. It is.
So lovely, so sweet. I'm into it. I will give it a 4.75 out of 5 tequilas. It's nice.
This is the Sunset So Nice that the princess has ordered it thrice. When I say thrice, I mean 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. I lose count of the number of times she's ordered this drink here. They know her order. She's done it so many times here. 1971 Sunset, no foam, personal portion. Stress on one personal portion gets you a single straw instead of 2. Now, don't try to drink this and try to go float in the lagoon. This is your lagoon. You float in here now. As always, a solid 4 out of 5 claws. It's a good beverage. I do miss the previous drink, the Seven Seas Lagoon, which on a nice day, the bartenders may still make you. They just don't have the gummy fish anymore. For all the praise I heap on Steakhouse 71 and Steakhouse 71 Lounge, my one gripe, if I've ever had one, is the drink menu here does not change often. This drink menu has been more or less the same, except for a few trade-outs here and there, like since this place reopened from being the wave of American flavors. So I got the Twisted Fig, which I've had countless times before. I don't hate it. I think it's just time for something new. I know the bartenders here are some skilled cast members, and they can do much better than this. Blended Scotch. Fig juice. Think Fig Newton with a kick. 4.25 out of 5 plus.
This is a banana cream pie dessert. This dessert's been around for a while, at least 6 months, but we haven't had it yet. We did have a beautiful one at Firenze, so I'm excited to see what this one tastes like.
All right, we got Jing came over. Awesome.
Yes. There's the innard right there. Whoop. Oh, I'm struggling a bit. Well, at least I got some crumb here. Whoop. Whoop, whoop, whoop. All right. Ah! Oh my gosh. It just doesn't like me right now. All right, here we go. Cheers. You know those dark chocolate bananas you can get with the nuts on them at the parks? That sometimes are vegan, sometimes aren't. It tastes exactly like one of those, which is nice. It's like kind of like a nostalgic dessert. I'm not mad at it, but it's also not my favorite. Definitely not better than Firenze, but definitely tasty. I will give it a 3.75 out of 5 desserts. It's like a good like chocolate banana balance.
love a nice chocolate banana cream pie shaped like Disney things. So all Disney shaped things are shaped like the things that they're not. So this one is like a flower almost. Get some of this crunch over here, a little bit of these. Yes, it is hard to pick up, but it is manageable. I'm getting banana, I'm getting chocolate, I'm getting cream pie. It works. I definitely like the center more than I like the crumbles on the side. The crumbles on the side sort of like dry everything out. And it would be a weird texture transition, but it's still a really good dessert. I like that it's sweet without going overboard. This is definitely like a shareable one for me, but I would definitely get it again. 3.75 out of 5 plus. See, when it says Steakhouse 71, they really just mean to drop the 1 and drop the 7 and put the 1. At least in resorts.
It is the #1 resort steakhouse of them all.
I'm still giving Le Cellier #1, but Steakhouse 71 is like her.
Well, Le Cellier is #1 in the parks.
Yes.
So, and #1 overall, which is why we can say this is #1 at the resorts and not #1 overall.
Her explanation, yes. We spend a lot of time in this resort and in this particular restaurant.
Shout out to Daniel.
And Mike and Kate and Tessa and everyone basically. We'd be here all day listing off names of the cast members here that we love, but we need to know why you don't come here more often. It's always busy, so I assume you do, but let us know in the comments below. Now, if there's any place you'd like to see us go, that will always be the place to find us. Hit that notification bell to see other videos like this, and
we have new videos 5 days a week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
we'll see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe and like this video. And if you don't comment, maybe Bear won't Steakhouse 71 ever again. He'll just yeet himself outside of the Contemporary and live at the Poly.
I am an island bear. You heard the girl.